like 100 points, right? We'll try and dumb it down. I put all 100 points in there because I already had that written out from something else that I did. But probably when you're teaching this to the kids, you want to simplify. So two types of pass in rugby. There's a spin pass, there's a float pass. Spin pass is more like American football style where the ball is kind of corkscrewing through the air. It's obviously meant to go further distance. I think that we don't really need to be teaching the kids that early. I think that holding off for the first couple years of phys ed class at least, if they know how to do it because they're playing club rugby or whatever, that's fine. But I see all kinds of kids in my phys ed class and they have no clue what they're doing, right? They're giving her one of these and all kinds of stuff. And because they see it, right? They've seen other kids do it. I don't think they need to. I think most of the stuff we do can be done with a float pass. So float pass, right? You've got your fingertips on the ball. You've got your fingers down the length of the ball. I talk about shooting a basketball, right? And I say, how do you shoot a basketball? Do you shoot it with the palm of your hand or do you shoot it with your fingertips? Right? And the kids always have to think about it for a second. Oh yeah, Mr. So-and-so told me I'm actually supposed to put the ball on my fingertips. I said, why do you put the ball on your fingertips? I don't know why I would do that. I go, well, why do you throw darts with your fingertips? Why don't you put them in between your palms and chuck darts that way? And you go, well, you don't have enough control. Okay, there we go. So you need to use your fingertips because you got most control of your fingertips. So fingers down the length of the ball, hold them with your fingertips. The first time they do this, they always think that the harder they swing the arms, the further the ball goes, right? So you'll see the guys, if they want to throw really far, they'll start up here, right? And finish way over here. And, it works not too bad. But really, you got to teach them that it's actually a little flick of the fingertips, a little supination of the wrists, right? So I took UVic phys ed. I know, right? Anatomy 101. Right? So we've got a ball here, and you swing the arms a little bit, but really it's pushing it with your fingertips, right? And then we would talk to the guys and we'd say, what's going to happen if this ball is spinning in all kinds of directions? Is that going to be easy to catch or hard to catch? Obviously it's going to be hard to catch, right? So we want to try and send the ball, I always say, through the air like an egg, right? So it's not spinning, it's not rotating, and it just kind of travels through, makes it easy for the guy to catch it. And then we could do this any number of ways with a class. I usually demo it with somebody who's relatively competent. I get the kids up, give them a ball with a partner or a group of 3, depending on how many balls the PE department has pumped up at the time. And just let them get out in a little triangle or whatever and move the ball and kind of pass it. And then we'll come back and do some games where they actually have to do it, like this game. So this game will work a lot better once you've taught them how to pass the ball. Catching the ball, right? You have a job too. If you're getting ready to receive a ball, you don't stand with your hands in your pockets, right? Even though some of the guys try that, right? You actually have to get your hands out. So if I was passing a Brooker here, so you get your hands out, you give me a target to try and pass to, right? And in this little game, you're going to figure out real quick that you want to try and catch the ball so that you're ready to pass it. You don't want to try and let the ball come into your chest, because as soon as you do that, now you're fumbling around. Now here comes the next ball and it's going over your shoulder, right? So you got to try and catch it the way you want to pass it, and then move it on quickly to a guy who's giving you a target. Okay, that's, any questions about that? Because that's a pretty basic skill. I think we all need to be able to teach that one. Okay. Passing lines. Okay.